Good morning, all you beautiful people. I hope you all had a fantastic long weekend. I know that my ladies in the US, yours is coming up. So, I hope you all had a fantastic weekend as well, or start to your week. Today, I want to talk about how to create a better day. And if you've been in my program for quite some time, you've heard me talk about morning routines. My thoughts on morning routines, I'm going to touch on that a little bit today. But how do we create a better day by doing less? I think we are all so overwhelmed and overstimulated by everything on our get-to-do list that we end up feeling resentful towards some of these things. And I know that all of you want to feel happy, you want to feel good, you want to feel peace or have peace. You just generally want to feel good. And when we feel good, we come from a better place. We have more patience, we have more laughter, we maybe joke a little bit more, we take things less seriously, in a positive way, of course. So shouldn't we make feeling good like the number one thing that we strive for daily? I would think so, yes. So let's talk about morning routines. And they're supposed to make us feel better. And we all have morning routines, some type of morning routine, whether those habits are aligning with the life you want to live and the way you want to feel or not is ultimately the question. And morning routines, they're there to, ultimately make us feel better. But when you have a list of 17 things to do on your morning routine, it just becomes another thing on your checklist. And maybe some of you feel negatively towards it or resentful, or you even dread I have to do my morning routine. And that's not the whole point. And I'm saying this because this used to be me. I want you to simplify things, to prioritize, yes, productivity, but lower stress, lower anxiety. I want it to be easy to do, but also easy not to do. And that's the key. And there's 3 buckets that I feel needs to be filled before we go out into the world. And those buckets are mind, body, and soul. And so I want you to wake up with the intention, or get into the habit of waking up with intention to fill these 3 buckets: mind, body, and soul. And so let's talk about mind to start with. Those are things like reading, journaling, learning, maybe a course that you've been putting off, a puzzle, Sudoku, brain games, that sort of thing. And you don't have to do these things. And I think that we tell ourselves, I have to do all of these things, but you don't have to. Again, this is a mindset shift where you get to work on yourself on a deeper level, so that you feel great, because when you start your day a certain way, it just sets the tone for the entire day. So out of those things that I just mentioned, pick one thing that you are going to do for your mind. Like I said, it can be reading, journaling, doing a puzzle, a brain game, Sudoku, Wordle. I love doing my Wordles. It can be, like I said, putting 10-15 minutes towards a course that you've been putting off. And you don't have to force yourself to do anything. Do things that ultimately make you feel good. Now, let's talk about body. You want to start treating your body like it's someone else you're in charge of taking care of. Because as women, we are natural caregivers. We like to take care of people, but we often don't take very good care of ourselves. So I want you to start treating your body like it's someone else you're in charge of taking care of. And I think that that's such a powerful statement. Like your children, I know your duty is to care for them. You want to create like the best human that you possibly can. Even pets. Some of us like care so deeply for our pets or our animals. But we honestly don't give ourselves the same emphasis, I suppose. Now, rounding back to your body, because I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but your body, like it is meant to move, ladies. It is meant to move. There's a study that I recently read that showed that people who sat for a good majority of the day, so more than 8 hours, which is quite common, let me tell you, it's quite common, with no physical activity, had a risk of dying that was equivalent to those who smoked every day. And I'm not sure if you've heard this, but sitting is the new smoking. Like it's just creating so many unhealthy behaviors in our body. And so you're in this program, obviously, to feel better, move more, achieve physical goals. So I would assume that you are being intentional with some movement, but we're talking like specifically in the mornings here. If you can do a 5-minute stretch, and that's the challenge that we have going on this month, that's why I've been posting those stretches in the morning, but some movement, a few body weight squats, a few down dogs, like it can be, like I said, 5 minutes of light stretching, arms over the head, folding forward, going for a walk. Like that's what I've been doing in the mornings, is getting a majority of my steps in. I love it, but if that's not feasible for you, some yoga, cycling, any activities, swimming, your strength training workouts, dancing, that's some type of movement. You have the time, you're just not prioritizing it. And it's plain and simple. Now, last but not least, we've got your soul. And to fill your soul, we're talking things like meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, just sitting in silence, breath work, practicing gratitude. Again, we can add journaling to this as well. And you're probably thinking, oh my God, Danielle, like that's a lot of things. But if you think of the 3 buckets, mind, body, and soul, and you choose one thing from each bucket, you can start your day off with 15 minutes to yourself that feels so darn good, because each bucket really only needs 5 minutes if that's all you have to give. Of course, if you have more time than that, then I encourage you, of course, to spend more time. But create a list. Create a list of things that make you feel good, mind, body, and soul, and see what feels right. You don't have to force anything. And I'm telling you that because, oh my gosh, I used to sit and think that my old mentors were like huge on morning routines, and you had to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And I ended up resenting it, and it was brutal. Like I didn't even want to get out of bed in the morning because I was like, oh, I have to go do this dreaded morning routine where I have to drink my water and then I have to journal and practice gratitude and do my affirmations and read and go for a walk and move my body and all of these things. We want to get away from this all or nothing mindset, and think, how can I do less but get more out of what I do? So today, ask yourself, how can I fill my cup? It can be, I can fill my cup by XYZ. And you're not a failure if you don't get it all done. And I see this so often, even with the habits in the app, where maybe you're not checking things off. It's okay. It is totally okay. Reflect on why you might feel that way. Maybe it's something in your childhood. For sure, it's something from my childhood with the way I was raised and the pressure that my dad put on me. But we don't have to do things perfectly in order to be healthy, happy humans. So fill your own cup first, especially parents. Your mornings need to be protected with a lot of the energy that you have, because it's just going to set the tone for the entire day. Having known that you took that time for yourself, 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, is huge. And you don't really know until you've practiced it and been through it. I can talk about it all day. And all of this, it's not rocket science. It's easy to do. But because it's easy to do, it's easy not to do. It requires intention to wake up a little bit earlier, maybe, and to work on yourself. So be intentional about what fills you up, and I promise you, you will have a better day. Let me know if you got questions, comments, and I do hope you have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon.